بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن سمرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: احضروا الجمعة وادنوا من الإمام، فإن الرجل ليكون من أهل الجنة فيتأخر عن الجمعة فيؤخر عن الجنة وإنه لمن أهلها. رواه الطبراني في الصغير. Sayyidina Samurah radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, attend Jumu'ah Salah and come close to the Imam. A person is destined to be from the people of Jannah, but he stays back from Jumu'ah, so he is kept back from entering Jannah temporarily, even though he is one of its inhabitants. So we continue with the ahadith on the fadail and the virtues of Jumu'ah. So this is just one hadith in this chapter. Even though we've done this, so the chapter title is being close to the Imam. So we've read this many times now in the previous ahadith as well. But just to mention this or emphasize this point, this is why the author brings a separate chapter for it and a hadith on its own for that as well. So the hikmah and the wisdom of being close to the Imam is number one. The closer you are to the Imam, generally that means you will also be in the sufuf and in the rows that are to the front. So if you're closest to the Imam, then that should mean that you are in the first row, in the first saf. And we all know that the best saf, or the most virtuous, the most rewarding saf and row for the brothers, for the men, is the first row. So this is one hikmah and wisdom why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam emphasized being closer to the Imam. The second hikmah and the wisdom is that in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and even up till until recently, there wasn't the mic system, right? So if there's a huge masjid and you are sitting right at the back, you probably won't hear much, or you probably won't hear anything of what the Imam is reciting. This is why actually in the books of fiqh there's a whole discussion. They say, okay, in when you are praying salah behind the Imam, do you read anything or not? So there's a difference of madhahib there. Then there's a question, okay, what if you are, so some madhabs will say, no, if it's a jahri salah, if it's a loud salah, for example the Isha which we just prayed, then there is no reading anything behind the Imam. Okay, that's one madhab says. But then the question is, okay, but what if you are standing at the back of the masjid and you can't hear what the Imam is reading? Then should you read anything on your own or not? Okay, so this is something we wouldn't understand because we have the mic system. So whether you're in the first row or all the way in the back building, you will hear the Imam perfectly fine, right? So, but these discussions were there in the past. So the second hikmah and the wisdom of praying, of being closer to the Imam during the khutbah in the Jumu'ah is so that you can listen properly to the khutbah. You can listen attentively. Okay, so that is why even though now you can hear wherever you are in the masjid, there is still more fadila and being near the Imam. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Uhdurul Jumu'ah, come for Jumu'ah, and wadnu min al Imam, and be close to the Imam." Meaning, don't just come for Jumu'ah at any time, even if it's in the last few minutes. Be close to the Imam, but you're only going to be close to the Imam if you come early, right? So, in other words, the Prophet ﷺ is saying, come early for the Jumu'ah. فَإِنَّ الرَّجُلَ. Now, what is the consequences of not coming early? What if someone just decides to come every time just before the khutbah begins in Arabic or just before the iqamah? So, how about that person? So, Rasulullah ﷺ said, فَإِنَّ الرَّجُلَ لَا يَكُونُ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ, that a person will be from the people of Jannah. Allah has decreed that this person is from the people of Jannah. فَيَتَأَخَّرُ عَنِ الْجُمُعَةِ, but he makes a habit of coming late for Jumu'ah every week. Right? So we have some people who come early every week, mashallah. Some people who will come late every week. Like that's just their fixed time. That, I'm just going to go at this time. So a person that makes it a habit of coming late for Jumu'ah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, فَيُؤَخَّرُ عَنِ الْجَنَّةِ, on the day of Qiyamah, he will be held back from entering Jannah first. وَإِنَّهُ لَمِنْ أَهْلِهَا, even though he's from the people of Jannah. But because you made it a habit of coming late for Jumu'ah, you don't deserve to go in Jannah first. You wait as well now. So now you're made to wait. And other people will go first. Then finally a person will be entered into Jannah. But at that time it's going to feel, a person will feel regret. A person will feel sorrow, right? That, if there's money being distributed and other people are taking there and you have to wait, will you feel good? So now imagine the people are going into Jannah one after another and you are being told, because of that bad habit of yours of going late, this is why now you need to wait as well. And then once your time comes, then we will allow you to enter Jannah. Okay, so this is the consequences of not coming on time for the Jumu'ah. Once again, we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to grant us the barakat, the blessings of Jumu'ah, grant the Ummah the understanding and the importance of Jumu'ah. Just today I was talking to an imam from out of state. Called me today because there was a brother from our community has expressed interest in marrying a sister in that community. So he gave my reference. So I was speaking to him, and so I told him, yes, the brother comes for Jumu'ah and things like that. So he said, Alhamdulillah, that's a good thing because today we are we have a challenge where people can't even make it for Jumu'ah, right? So let alone coming for salawat throughout the week, for Fajr, Maghrib, Isha throughout the week. There are many Muslims who don't even come for the Jumu'ah Salah, right? Because they don't understand the importance. They haven't realized how valuable this Jumu'ah is and how important it is in the sight of Allah to come for Jumu'ah. So may Allah grant us and the Muslim Ummah at large the understanding and of the value and the importance of Jumu'ah. And may Allah Azza wa Jal grant us may Allah forgive us and may Allah be pleased with this. Amin ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Our brother